Ladies and gentlemen, I have a message to the church. You know, the church have been teaching a lot, the African church have been teaching a lot about prosperity and success. But is the church in Africa successful nationally and internationally? Let us read from the book of 2TIMOTH chapter 4, verse 13. I read the King James Version, then I read the Modern English Version. In King James, it is written, "The cloak that I left at Troas with the Carpus, when thou comest, bring with thee, and the books, but especially the parchments." When I read the Modern English, it is written, "When you come, be sure to bring the coat I left with Carpus at Troas. Also bring my books, and especially my papers." You know, when Paul wrote this epistle, he was in jail for the second time before he was killed by Caesar Nero. And he also said that I have kept the faith. I have fought a good fight. That is the time when he had written in that book. But he's writing to Timothy. And what he's asking him is to bring him his big coat, the cloak, and also to bring the books. He wanted the books. You know, Paul was highly educated and was educated under Professor Gamaliel. But he always had a reading culture and was so much successful in taking the gospel nationally and internationally. When I'm saying nationally, I'm talking about Israel. But he preached the gospel in Rome, in Spain, in Cyprus, in Greek, in Turkey. He took the gospel and he wrote most of the epistles in the Bible, in the New Testament. He was very successful. And if the African church wants to be successful, we must cultivate a reading culture. You know, Africans are very busy with singing and they are busy expecting miracles. But miracles are very good, but we also need to cultivate our mind. We must have the technologies to preach the gospel. We need to take the gospel to China, we need to take the gospel to Russia, we need to take the gospel to USA, to UK, to Norway, to Arab world, internationally, nationally and internationally. So we need to have a good understanding, and we cannot have understanding without cultivating the culture of reading. We need to have technologies. We need to develop technologies in Africa. By the way, you know that Jesus is in our heart, and it is written that in Christ, in Jesus Christ, are hidden all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge. So people must see wisdom and knowledge coming from the African church. Otherwise, we will not be able to preach the gospel nationally and internationally. Thank you for listening to me.